Today, we're talking firearm maintenance, something few people think about until their gun starts acting weird. Now, some designs shoot beautifully, but punish you the moment you skip cleaning or rush assembly. Some have overly tight tolerances and finicky internals. Others are simply dirt magnets. Want to know which guns demand the most patience to keep running? Let's get into it. Number 1. SIG P210. The SIG P210 started life in 1949 as a Swiss military sidearm built with one goal: superior mechanical precision. It is a single-action steel frame 9mm with a reputation for accuracy that borders on obsessive. Its slide runs inside its frame rails. Its tolerances are extremely tight. Everything about it feels deliberately over-engineered. Competition shooters and enthusiasts love it because it feels like a target pistol pretending to be a service gun. Others hate it for the exact same reason. Its design philosophy is exactly why the P210 made it to this list. It was never meant to live in mud, sand, or neglect. The pistol runs beautifully when clean and properly lubricated, but even light fouling can change how it behaves. A little grit in the rails or dried oil in the locking surfaces can make the slide feel sluggish or induce feeding problems. This isn't a gun that shrugs off dirt and keeps going. The cleaning itself isn't necessarily complicated. Field stripping is straightforward and the parts are easy to access. The problem is how unforgiving the gun becomes when it isn't regularly cleaned. Its reliability also tends to degrade gradually, which can lull owners into thinking everything is fine until it suddenly isn't. Tight chambers and precise lockup mean carbon buildup matters more here than on looser service pistols. But even with its woes, owners love the P210 anyway because of the way it shoots. The trigger is excellent, recoil impulse is soft, and the accuracy is top-notch for a production pistol. Owners typically learn to clean it more often than they clean themselves. They use quality lubrication sparingly and treat it like a mechanical instrument rather than a duty tool. Some guns run smooth, others fight you every step of the way. Subscribe now to see the top 9 firearms that test your patience with every clean, strip, and reassembly. Number 2. Smith & Wesson Model 617. The Smith & Wesson Model 617 is a full-size K-frame revolver chambered in .22 LR, usually with a 10-round cylinder. It was designed as a training and target revolver, offering rimfire economy and centerfire heft. Now on the range, it's a joy. The trigger is classic Smith, the balance is excellent, and accuracy is hard to fault, but maintenance is a pain. Now, to be fair to the 617, all high-capacity .22 LR revolvers are. Rimfire ammunition is filthy by nature, and the 617 suffers for it. Fouling builds up fast in the chambers, under the extractor star, and around the forcing cone. After a long range session, extraction can become stiff, if not outright miserable, especially if cleaning is skipped. The gun isn't broken, it just gets dirty real fast. Disassembly is simple like all revolvers, but the extractor star is especially unforgiving. A single grain of unburnt powder underneath it can tie up the cylinder and make the revolver feel like it's failing. Add waxy bullet lube and soft lead, and things get ugly quickly. Neglect doesn't usually cause catastrophic failures, but it absolutely affects function. Light primer strikes, sluggish extraction, and binding cylinders all trace back to fouling. Owners of the 617 learn to clean chambers frequently, wipe the extractor star religiously, and accept that rimfire revolvers demand more attention than rimfire semi-autos. Beautiful to shoot, brutal to maintain. Subscribe to find out which firearms make cleaning a chore and why some designs just aren't worth the hassle. Number 3. Remington R51 Gen 1. The Remington R51 Gen 1 arrived with a lot of promise and a lot of ambition. It was a compact 9mm, using a modern take on the Pedersen hesitation lock system, marketed as soft shooting and easy to carry. Now on paper, it sounded brilliant. In practice though, maintenance became part of the ownership experience whether you wanted it to or not. The gun is easy to field strip, but that's where the simplicity ends. Internally, tolerances are tight and the system is far less user-friendly than conventional locked breech pistols. Fouling accumulates in critical friction points, and the gun does not like running dry or dirty. Reassembling the gun can also be easy to mess up, which then leads to malfunctions that feel mysterious until you've familiarized yourself with the platform. Neglect shows up fast and results in failures to feed, failures to return to battery, and inconsistent ignition, all commonly linked to fouling. Ammo choice also matters a lot, as the Remington R51 Gen 1 doesn't like steel-cased ammo. When it works, recoil is mild, the grip angle feels natural, and the concept is genuinely interesting. Owners who stuck with it learn to clean it often, avoid unnecessary disassembly, and follow the reassembly steps carefully every single time. But anyone who treats the R51 like a conventional striker pistol usually ends up frustrated. Treating it like an experimental gun leads to better results. Number 4. Walther SP210. The Walther SP210 is a modular .22 caliber target pistol that looks futuristic and shoots exceptionally well. It was designed around ergonomics and precision, offering adjustable grips, barrels, and balance options for competitive shooters. In terms of accuracy and shootability, it delivers exactly what it promises. Very few production pistols can match it. But with the exception of some of Ruger's standard .22 pistols, which we'll touch on later in this video, disassembling the Walther SP210 is more complicated than most rimfire pistols. Access to certain internal areas is also awkward. Fouling in the firing pin channel can cause light strikes, and cleaning that area is not something that can be done casually. The trigger assembly is also delicate, which discourages aggressive teardown. The pistol doesn't instantly choke when dirty, but reliability becomes inconsistent if cleaning is postponed too long. Also, rimfire residue accumulates in places that are hard to reach without partial disassembly, which turns routine maintenance into a time commitment. Despite all that, owners put up with it anyways. Its balance, its grip angle, and its accuracy keep them coming back. Experienced shooters tend to clean the barrel and chamber frequently, leave deeper disassembly for scheduled maintenance, and handle internal parts with care rather than force. Compressed air, nylon brushes, and careful solvent application work far better than soaking or scraping. The SP210 performs best when cleaned infrequently and methodically. Otherwise, it's best to hand it to an experienced gunsmith for cleaning. Number 5. Walther CCP M1. The original Walther CCP M1 is a single-stack 9mm built around a gas-delayed blowback system. It was intended to reduce felt recoil and offer good ergonomics for concealed carry. In the hand, it feels comfortable and controllable, which is why many shooters liked it despite its quirks. Sadly, field stripping the CCP M1 requires a tool and careful alignment of the barrel and gas piston during reassembly. It's a process that is much more complex and finicky compared to most other striker-fired pistols. Misalignment can cause binding, poor function, or a slide that simply won't cooperate. The gas system also requires a lot of attention. Fouling builds up in the piston area and frame, and if it isn't cleaned regularly, reliability does suffer. Heat buildup during extended shooting can also make the frame uncomfortable and really doesn't help the gas system stay clean. Neglect leads to sluggish cycling, gritty triggers, and inconsistent operation. Walther addressed many of these issues with the M2's toolless takedown, but M1 owners live with the original design. The gun is a soft shooter, points well, and fits hands that struggle with snappier pistols. But keep in mind, regular cleaning and careful reassembly are non-negotiable. Number 6. Winchester Model 1897. The Winchester Model 1897 is a pump-action shotgun that carries the feel of turn-of-the-century engineering. Introduced for sporting and military use, its robust 12-gauge design with a tubular magazine, exposed hammer, and in trench or riot versions, the infamous slamfire capability. Every part was hand-fitted in the old style, meaning tolerances are tight and the action demands respect. Owners quickly learned that the 1897 is forgiving in recoil but unforgiving in upkeep. Old grease or soot from blackened smokeless powder can slow the action or cause it to stick, and repeated firing without attention invites misfires, double feeds, or full lockups. The tubular magazine can trap debris, and shells will scratch the follower if the interior isn't cleaned regularly. Disassembly isn't impossible, but it's fiddly. The forend, action bars, and trigger group all require careful alignment, and skipping steps can leave the shotgun binding or unsafe. Reassembly, particularly after full teardown, is even more frustrating. One misaligned part can ruin cycling entirely. Number 7. Marlin Model 60. The Marlin Model 60 is one of the most widely produced semi-automatic .22 rifles ever made. It was built to be affordable, accurate, and approachable, using a simple blowback action and a tubular magazine tucked under the barrel. Now on paper, it's an easy rifle to live with. In practice though, it has a reputation for getting filthy much faster than most rimfires. Rimfire ammo is, again, already dirty by nature, and the Model 60 seems especially good at collecting every bit of it. Powder residue, wax, and lead fouling build up rapidly in the receiver and bolt rails, but the real trouble spot is the magazine tube. Debris accumulates there quietly, and by the time feeding issues show up, the rifle is often dirty in several places at once. What makes the problem frustrating is how forgiving the rifle seems at first. It will keep cycling long past the point where a cleaner design would start choking. But when it finally stumbles, malfunctions tend to cascade. Failures to feed, weak extraction, and sluggish cycling appear together rather than one at a time. Disassembly itself isn't difficult, but thorough cleaning is time-consuming. The bolt face and chamber demand regular attention, and the magazine tube needs to be pulled and wiped down far more often than many owners expect. Skipping that step almost guarantees repeat issues, even after the rest of the rifle looks clean. Staying ahead of fouling keeps the Marlin Model 60 pleasant to shoot. Letting residue pile up turns a simple plinker into a rifle that feels temperamental and unpredictable, even though the design itself hasn't changed. Number 8. Browning Auto 5. The Browning Auto 5 is a long-recoil semi-automatic shotgun that defined the category for decades. It was designed to handle a wide range of loads using a friction ring system, and when properly set up and clean, it runs smoothly. Maintenance is where it becomes demanding. The firing pin can become sluggish when fouled, leading to failures to fire every second or third shot. There is no practical way to clean the firing pin without disassembling the gun either. And if the firing pin is dirty, the rest of the action usually is too. Also, disassembly can be fairly complicated. Like the Marlin Model 1897, the Browning Auto 5 is another shotgun that owners refer to as a gunsmith's shotgun because of how involved proper teardown can be. Add the need to correctly configure friction rings for ammunition, and maintenance becomes a discipline rather than a chore. Owners who keep Auto 5s running clean them thoroughly, avoid over-oiling, and treat friction ring setup, cleaning intervals, and lubrication as interconnected tasks rather than separate chores. Speaking of lubrication, dry or very light lubrication works better than heavy oil, especially around the friction components. Number 9. Ruger Mark 1, 2, and 3. The Ruger Mark series pistols are fixed-barrel .22s known for accuracy and durability. They were designed to be affordable, rugged, and precise, and they excel in all three areas. Shooting them is easy. Maintaining them is another story. Most owners would say taking the gun apart is deceptively simple, but putting it back together can be nightmarish. The hammer strut alignment process is unintuitive, and a small mistake can leave the gun non-functional despite appearing fully assembled. Many owners learn this lesson the hard way. Ironically, these pistols often run better slightly dirty than freshly misassembled. Over-cleaning without understanding the internals can cause more problems than neglect. That reputation has scared off plenty of new owners. Now some develop ritualized takedown methods, follow steps carefully, and accept that having patience goes a long way. The chamber, bolt face, and feed ramp all need attention. The maintenance burden is mental rather than mechanical, but these Ruger pistols earn their place on this list all the same. And that wraps up our list of 9 firearms that can be an absolute pain to maintain. If you own one of these, or you've wrestled with other models that you believe are even more painful to maintain, drop them in the comments down below. Make sure to like this video, share it, and subscribe for more no-nonsense gun talk.